We have so little idea of the life that we could be living or the existence beyond what we're experiencing in the very moment. And I had a situation yesterday where I met someone who was very kind of a rare find, if you ask me, is the type of person who was involved in deep undercover, somewhat espionage, black ops contract work for a long part of his life. And he told me a bunch of stories how, as being a private contractor for an intelligence agency like the CIA or something like that, there was a relatively lawless existence that he was able to live. And this video is not to go really deep down into promoting black ops work and the CIA and military in general. That's not my point of this. But what it did make me think of is that I was truly intrigued, because so rarely do you find someone with those type of stories, someone who had lived even a portion of their life in that realm where you were not accountable for anything, whether it be taking action against your rivals or even your own allies in a way that, you know, maybe ended up with people brutally injured or dead in some cases, or espionage work that you cannot see on the public surface. There's a deeper, I'm not gonna say darker, but there are dark moments of it. There's deeper elements and deeper echelons of what intelligence agencies do beyond, like, US government and things like that we don't get to see on the surface, because that's what it takes to play this manipulative game, this 5D game that, you know, most of us are the sitting underneath, and we're under the umbrella of it all. But there are some people who are out there that play these sort of dark games and have no one to be accountable to, and also don't get protected when they get in some deep shit. Anyways, my point of this is it put my mind in this place of thinking how wild it is that most of us live just this conscious experience in the material realm, guided by these invisible forces, these systematic structures that keep us contained and ultimately distort a pure conscious perspective of our world. And in doing so, in liberating ourselves, I'm not saying go be a completely lawless person. Obviously, I think there are moral repercussions to everything, but there's a greater universal law that we're existing inside of, outside the three-dimensional contexts that we tend to run our day-to-day on. Something that I heard very recently of why it's good to practice tapping into your intuition and your psychic abilities is because once we have no body, once we are passed on from this body, all you are is your psychic senses. So I just wanted to keep this real short today and marinate on that for just a minute, of how much there is in our metaphysical realm, in the quantum realm, if you wish, that we can still explore well in this material body, but grow past and remember that this life is something we ultimately all liberate ourselves from at some point.